It's a pleasure to be here. I've seen a lot of old faces. I've seen you guys from the very beginning before the CHB is Toastmasters are founded, and I've seen it blossomed. It's a great pleasure to be here. So I would like to introduce some of the excellent evaluators today. First of all, I would like to introduce Oscar. You know, before Oscar comes, do you know what he said? Oscar said, people asking what is the question, why do you want to join Toastmaster? Do you remember what he said? I will save the country. Okay, let's welcome Oscar. He's going to save the country. All right.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Okay, Jason, where are you, Jason? Jason, right? Yep. Oh, okay, here you are, okay. First of all, you have chosen a very interesting topic, which will jog the memory of those people who had their military life before. I think this already made your speech a very successful one because there is a very important criteria. Know your audience, because this story arouses our memory for those people. And you also let those girls know that men are boring because you have done nothing in military life but the comparing size. Okay, that's our secret, right? And I think in your story you have given us a lot of interesting material, like taking shower naked, of course, who will wear the clothes to take a shower. And you will give those people a nickname, or like February guy. And and you give me a very interesting information that the vending machine in USA, they sell condom, right? Instead of tissue. So those topics are very interesting, which will make your story a very interesting one. I guess it's a very successful speech. But if you want to make your speech a better one, I think there is something you have to do. First, you have to decide what is the meaning of your speech. What do you want your audience to learn from your speech? For example, your title is February. Maybe you can let your audience know that you have a reunion, or you have a gathering with those old friends because you are too busy. You are too busy on your work and you forgot those old friends, so you get a reunion with your old friends. So the meaning is, don't forget your old friends. So, or you feel sorry about you gave a nickname to one of your friends. You feel sorry and you say sorry to him, and then you two become a good friend. The meaning is, it's never too late to regret what you have done, and you have make up for him, and you two become good friends again. So it's very important to have a meaning, because the meaning, the conclusion you give will call back to the opening of your story, and it will call back to your title. So what is the meaning of your February? It might be the reunion time with your old friends, or it's you have to make a confession about February. So what is your meaning in your February is very important. So all in all, your topic is very interesting, and you have a lot of humorous material in your speech. But if you want to level up your speech, you have to add a meaning in your story. Don't forget that. I'm looking forward to your next speech, General Evaluator.
All right. Thank you, the one who's going to save the country. Thank you. All right, can we? Now I would like to introduce another excellent evaluator, our Division M Director. Do you know what is the slogan for Division M?
Remember the member.
Right, got it. Remember the member, and she is exemplary. For remembered member, we just have a small conversation. She said she just had this speech competition for 4 different divisions, right? Four clubs.
Full
To
area.
four, oh my goodness. Even the sound of it is very tiring, right? So she's a very dedicated lady, and we are so fortunate to have her. Carly, please.
Thank you, John. All right, Kara. Congratulations, don't laugh. Why are you so laughing? Today my evaluation for Kara is based on her evaluation, give the feedback, and she have to improve that kind of feedback the evaluator gave her. So today, we all heard that Kara delivered a very sweet story about her and her father. I think that was very great for all of us can hear that kind of sweet story, because Asian father don't really like to express their true feelings to his families. So obviously. So today we can tell the so many warm interaction between you and your father, and your voice is so energetic. To know that is the true interaction. It's not based on your imagination or other people's stories. Yes, that's your true stories. And you use many transitions, make your story more fluently, not just use so and that's it. So you will use like moreover or some transitions that will make your speech kind of good. And you will use some eye contact, and you use the stage right and left to take care of all the people, whether in the front or in the back. So you could try to work on more about when you deliver your story and take care of your audience, not just stand here when you talk to paragraph 2 and stand there when you talk about paragraph 3. You can just make your walking more naturally. And some gestures, you focus on the gestures because that's the feedback the I gave to you. But I want to mention that when you're doing some gestures, you have to do it with some specific purpose. If you want to describe 1, 2, 3, and you use gestures. Other than that, you can just leave your hands, put more easily, just put down. Or when you don't use microphone, you can just cross your hands more confidently, not just grab it tightly. So when doing gestures, it needs practice. Doing much that will distract the audience attention, but not doing any gestures will make your speech a little boring. So gestures need so many times of practice. And you could also differentiate your tone. When you're talking about some happier or some sad, use the different kind of voice, because your voice is so energetic. That's always the same level, same pace. So you could differentiate and make people to emphasize some part that you could describe that well. And hide some feelings when you forgot about your script. The beginning of the part, that was very nice. We all know that you did it very well. But after you forgot, you will try to stop. You can use some walking to hide this feeling and try to remember something, or just speak another part out of the script. I think in conclusion, I over my time, but you still did very wonderful job. Thank you, and you demonstrate a very good leader. Thank you.
Well, hear this. This is something I got from there. How do you celebrate Valentine's Day? I am still single this year. It is sad, but that is okay. Because I think that the relationship should not be forced upon. Maybe in 2019, I can find my Prince Charming. I hope so. Therefore, I do not have any plan for Valentine's Day. I think I just smoothly pass a day. Now, can we invite for all those eligible bachelors? I'm going to introduce and invite most beautiful Angela. Angela. I'll talk to her after this meeting.
And hello, I'm very glad to be here. And today I'm going to evaluate the Jason John's speech. And I want to congratulate Jason smoothly to finish your speech. And when I first see this your speech title, "Fly to the Skies," and it's really approaching me because it's first of all before I heard your speech and I think about animations. It's Disney's animations Up. And I think Fly to the Skies is like many blooms and fly to the sky, and it's just like a dream. But when I truly heard about your speech, I realized I'm wrong. Your speech is actually talk about the pilot. And I think during your speech, I think there have some good part. And first is that you use the questions at first. This is really can appeal to the audience tracks. It can attack their eyes. I think that is really great. And the second is when you speak, and your speech is your pronouncement is really great. And the third is, and today's your dress code is really look like the pilots. I think that was very great because when you really want to introduce the pilots the jobs, what they do, what their dangers in their job, I think when you dress code like the pilots, it's really great because every audience will thought, wow, he just looked like the pilots, and I really can focus on him and listen carefully in your speech. Yes, and also there have some things I can give you suggestions. And the first thing is maybe the next time. And I noticed that when you stand on stage, you can remember this or script or your speech contents. Maybe next time you can write these to remember the contents. And when you stand on stage, you will be not to listen up. And the second is maybe you can add some gestures, just like the pilots or something like that. Maybe it really can appeal to audience eyes. And the third one is very important, the eye contact. Because I've noticed that you always keep the focus on the back, and I think you can walk around and see all the audience. I think that would be very great. And I think when you speak, your voice can be speak in the measured tones, like I'm very happy, I'm sad, just something like that. It really can let all the audience to focus on you. I think that's very important. And hope you next time your speech it can be more better than this time. Congratulations. Thank you. Control back to the GEs.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I will have the honor to invite the beautiful lady. When you see her, you will palpitate. Your heart will start pumping. That is boom, boom, boom. That's palpitate. She's very graceful, and seems because we're so lucky we have so many different people here outside of Zhanghua Bank, so you can see different style. You see her, you see that she's very graceful the way she's, her posture, standing here is very graceful, something we can learn from her. and makes your heart palpitate. There we are. Beautiful video. Before that, can you please explain your Valentine with us also? Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I spent my Valentine's Day with 达人 Toastmasters Club last Thursday night because I think spend my time with the club is very good because it's a very productive meeting and enrich my mind and also my brain, just like this morning. Okay, I'm serving as the language evaluator and I would like to share some of my observation. The first thing is we mentioned that in Chinese New Year, we spend time to accompany with our relatives. So the pronunciation should be relatives, not related. Okay. Because when we say relate, it is a verb. But when we say it's an adjective, we say relative. Or we say relatively. So it's a different pronunciation. Okay. And when we say, another one is take a bath. During at night or in the army, we take a bath or take a shower. But in take a bath, it also can mean you lose a lot of money in a slang term. It's an informal way. So I can say, and it is especially say you lose a lot of money in a business deal, or you lose a lot of money in your investment. So I can say, oh, I take a bath in my investment. That means you lose a lot of money. And another one regarding to the military service, we say many soldiers need to 站岗, okay, 站岗. And 站岗, you can say stand guard, guard, G-U-A-R-D. Or you can say you're on guard. And you also can say stand watch. So you can say the soldier is on guard. Or you can say the soldier alternated their watch. Or you can also say not only the soldier, it also can regarding to the policeman. Okay. Or you can directly say they are sentry. Sentry, it means 哨兵. Okay, so you can say the sentry is on guard at the gate or at the station. And another one about the smoking. Smoking, we say many different kind of smoke. We can say cigarette, or it's very normal. You can buy some cigarette in a 7-Eleven. And another type of the cigarette is a cigar. Cigar is a bigger one, and the smell is more stronger. And also we can say what is in the cigarette. In the inside is a tobacco, 烟草. And sometimes we say tobacco, but that is a Japanese style speaking. So in English, we say tobacco. And if you, for your own good, for your health purpose, we say we quit smoking. And today the theme is about Valentine's Day. So we can say we have many types of to describe the status of the relationship. For example, you're not having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but you like someone. You can say, I have a crush on somebody. The crush, not in car accident, but the style is like you are crushed by something. So you like this person, you say, I have a crush on somebody. And the next step is you like the person a lot. You may ask her or him to go out. So you can say, I go out a date with somebody. And if the person accepts your invitation, so you say, I'm dating with somebody. Okay? And but sometimes maybe you're not successfully, or you're in a very special atmosphere when we're dating with somebody. So we can say we're talking, we are seeing each other. That means 正在暧昧 okay, not really in a relationship with this person. Okay, but if you really be together with this person, or you are really having a romantic relationship with this person, you can say we see this person, or we see each other. So these are different conditions to describe the relationship with your another half. Okay, so that is my language evaluation today. I give my control back to our GE. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have the R counter report and timer, please? Jason, timer, please.
6 minutes 7 seconds.
Kara,
6 minutes 31 seconds.
yes. Jason?
7 minutes 56 seconds.
Ooh. Okay, Jason speaking a little bit too long. Alan?
2 minutes 1 second.
Very good. James?
1 minute 3 seconds.
All right, good. Louis?
1 minute 51 seconds.
51, good. Olivia?
1 minute 42 seconds.
Very good. All of them. Oscar?
3 minutes 24 seconds.
Wow, very good.
4 minutes 20 seconds.
Oh, a little bit too long.
3 minutes
4 minutes and
and 20.
20, okay. Okay, not only a little bit, it's very long. Okay, Angela?
3 minutes and 26 seconds.
Okay, very good. The R counter, please. Jason? 0. 12. Oh, wow, wow, wow. You are very serious R counter. 2. All right. 10, all right. Okay. Alan?
4,
All right.
3,
3,
4, and 4.
4 and 4. All right.
4,
All right.
1,
1
and 4.
and 4. Okay. Thank you. This is the most honest R counter I've ever seen. How many R's have I seen? Please give it to me later on, all right? Okay, let's, where do I put my thing? Right here, okay. We're talking about Valentine, right? I heard one word, my goodness. I start to sweat a little bit. What do you mean by lover? What is lover? Here's the translation. Lover, a partner in a sexual or romantic relationship outside marriage. That is lover. God, don't use lover. Whenever I see lover, because we're Taiwanese, we're so innocent. You say lover, that means something else, right? Outside relationship, that is lover. So I would prefer to use the word. This is important because each time I see a lover, my eyes start to wander. Ooh, what kind of lover is that? No, beloved. I would say my beloved. This can be very neutral. My father is my beloved, and you are all my beloved fellow Toastmaster members. Beloved is much better. I think that is an important thing I would like to say. Please do not use lover, because I would think something else totally different. All right? Okay, there's something I would like to say. Kara, I want to congratulate you. You're a wonderful, wonderful president. At 10 o'clock, exactly 10 o'clock, the meeting starts. And also, look at this. There's a cover on the microphone. Look at this. I've never seen this before in any other meetings. This shows the care that you guys have extended to this club. And for you guys from fellow members from CHB, you have any idea how much time and efforts it has to be made before this is happening today? So can we give a big hand to all those guys who made this happening today? Kara and her team. Thank you so much. I think really we want to appreciate that, and we don't take it for granted. And I think that's the first start. Also, Kara and Yulong, you started the meeting wonderfully. And this is so important for Toastmaster evening and for someone who kicked up the meeting. What you did is you set the tone. You have to set the tone of meeting. You set the tone was very warm. You start, Carol start with some introduction of new faces. This is breaking the ice. To make it, it's so important, and you did a wonderful job, and this is something we have to learn. Being a Toastmaster, or being someone who kick off the meeting as the president, you want to break the ice, you want to reach a rapport with the audience, and you did just that, and that's something wonderful. Alice, where are you, Alice? Alice, yes. I was so touched by your story. In Valentine, my mobile, there's a message from my dad. And this is something really, and the Carol, you also echo the same thing. You know, we always learn. It is so sweet. You know, it is so important for the father to treat the daughter as an elegant, as a princess, because she will learn that how you would like to be treated. And that's you're going to expect from another man, right? That's the only way. And that's how we learn from a good relationship. It has to be treated with respect. And it's really very touching. Oscar, I love your style. You really have a sense of humor. What is Toastmaster? I want to save the country, right? For me, I want to save the world, right? All right, that is a sense of humor. You have a big contrast, and something we all have to learn, because Chinese or Taiwanese, we do not. We have very limited sense of humor, something we can all learn from that. And talking about humor, Jason. Jason, yeah, where are you? Jason, you are starting with the most difficult job ever. You know, in the past week, there's a new path. Just, colleagues should know, this is about humorous speech. And that is something is very difficult, especially for all of us. You know, it's very difficult. What you're doing is a stand-up comedian. You come here, you entertain all of us. Because I really talked to a stand-up comedian, professionally American. He said, something we can all learn from that. He said, before you're doing anything, you have an engagement with your audience. There is a contract between me and you, which means whenever I say, I expect something from you. After I tell a joke, I expect something from you. So that is something very important. You will not let this go. Because once, whenever I say something, I expect a laugh, I will wait until you laugh. Then gradually you form a certain kind of regulation. Then people know that when I say something, you are expected to respond. And that's how you started engagement. Because once you have some catch line, you missed it, people just don't, they do it, then you lost the whole thing. So that's something we want to learn. And also for another Jason, you're the pilot. I know, I can see that in your mind, you've been flying this route 100 times, right? But it is another, I think the whole thing I want to say is engagement. You have to engage with your audience. You have to really grab them. When you see that, I can see as our evaluator rightly point out, there is no eye contact. I can see that your eyes are looking at the computer. Here's the words, and you don't have the engagement. And that is something, the most difficult part we have to learn, to engage with your audience. You really grab that. When I say something, you better listen. I'm expecting you to respond to my words. And that is the whole thing about public speaking, right? I'm sure you have seen TED Talk, TED, TED Talk, right? And that is that a word, and on the bottom it will say, an idea, words, sharing. So for any speech, at the end of the day, it is impact. What do you impact? I want to see the impact. And that is the whole thing, I think. And for Kara, well, you said is, so actually there are 3 different kind of speeches. The first one, for Jason, it is humorous speech, and that's the most difficult part. So first of all, before you do any speech, your tone, you have to know what kind of speech you want. You know what are the results you want, and that's where you want to aim for. The first one, humorous. The second one, Kara, what you said is a warm, it's a loving story, it's a romantic story. So with that time, your eyes can tell the story. You look at somewhere, it's like really, my beloved, my dad. You can show that, we can feel that, and then use your emotion. The first one, it has to be humorous. For yours, it's emotion. The third one is information. You have to give the information. Jason, what you need to do, you wear your flight jacket, it's wonderful. What you need to do, you have to take my hand. Ask me to sit next to you in the carpet, in the pilot seat, in the pilot seats. Then you took me, then you just lead me into that situation, rather than you're reading from the screen. You're thinking that. But we can tell that, and that will make the speech much better. Am I being timed? Where's my time? Okay, I think I'm running out of my time. Just one thing. I'm so honored to be here. I've seen this club for a long time. From the very beginning, you've grown so much, and you have passed, and the torch has been passed on to Kara right now. And so it is really, I just want to stress, my dear friends from CHB, you are so lucky to have this club. I don't think many of this club existing, particularly not in the local banks. Treasure it, never take for granted. It takes a lot of people, a lot of efforts to have this meeting today. Treasure it, take the benefit of it. And I also encourage each one of you, the only way to learn public speaking is by doing that. Come up here to see the audience, to talk, and that's how you improve. Again, thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. So I give this control back to the Toastmaster of the day. You don't please. Thank you.